Before we get started with today's video, I definitely want to take some time to thank my friends over at So Avant-Garde. All right, so Avant-Garde is a place where you can go online, type in the website, and you have a plethora of fragrances from the niche world. Now, niches can be intimidating, so sample, and they have those discovery sets as well. Head over there, look around, shop around, and save you some money by using the code DEDRICK20 on anything on So Avant-Garde. And, it's definitely something where, if you really elevate your fragrance collection or get into something new or tap into another level as far as quality goes, hey, So Avant-Garde has you covered. All right, so head over there, use DEDRICK20, save anything, get anything over there except mind games. Don't worry. You can head over to mindgames.com and use Dedrick10 for 10% off anything on mindgames.com. All right, so save you some money, explore, see what you discover, and let me know down below in the comments if you rock with anything. All right, appreciate y'all. Let's get started with today's video. YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, DEDRICKHJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good, family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we rock out here on this channel. Positive vibes only. No negativity whatsoever will be tolerated on this channel at all. All right, so today is more so talking about fragrance DNAs, scent DNAs, and sometimes you can enjoy the scent of something and not even want to wear it or have a bottle of it. Now, none of these are the case with me that we're talking about today. I obviously own bottles of these, full bottles of these, because I personally love to not only enjoy the aromatherapy that they provide, but I also like to wear them in different settings and get a good experience with wearing them. But it's not often in the community that we have a conversation about just what we like what's something that you just go to the cabinet and you reach and you just enjoy the DNA, want to dive into what this fragrance is made of, kind of like on some I hate to say the word nerd, but some nerdy stuff. All right, just really diving into breaking down the fragrance. So bear with me as well. We still fighting these sinuses, baby, or they fighting me. But we still hanging in there for sure. All right, but today we have 8 fragrances that we're going to discuss. I just feel everybody should at least get their nose on this. I'm not saying buy a full bottle. I'm not saying do none of that. I'm not even telling you get a sample. I'm telling you, if you want to go to your local Macy's or Dillard's or Saks Fifth or Neiman Marcus, if you have one in your area, get your nose on it and just experience the DNA. Even though it may be something that you enjoy the smell of, but you might not necessarily not want to wear it. That's cool. That's cool. Get a diffuser. I do that all the time. I have some of my wife's perfumes that I enjoy the smell. I put it in the diffuser and I let it run through the house. See what I'm getting? See where I'm going? See what I'm getting at? Let's go ahead and jump into it. Up first, one of the most mesmerizing DNAs that I've come across in probably the last 2 or 3 years of this journey. Not probably, in the last 2 or 3 years. This stuff is stellar. From the house of Nishan, we have Fan Your Flames. Fan Your Flames. Now, I was blown away the very first time that I smelled this fragrance. I had never experienced anything like it, and I still haven't to this day. Immediately, you get this roasted coconut booziness coming out the top of this thing, man. You get some spices. It's like a midnight tropical dream. That's what it is. Some spices. There's a woodsy presence here. A beautiful tonka bean that really plays with that coconut, and it's epic. That's what it is. It's epic. A beautiful DNA that a lot of times I go to my cabinet and I just do this. I just smell it. Oh, I just smell it, and it just smells incredible. I got one nostril working right now, but it's getting us home. All right, but this is good. Enjoy the DNA. Sometimes I just spray it around in the room, let it kind of float around in the air, because this is a real thing, at least for me. As a fragrance enthusiast, I enjoy the art, I enjoy the smell, and this is just one of those case in points. Nishan did a hell of a job with this fragrance for sure. one that I recommend everybody at least getting their noses on. At least get your nose on. From the house of Nishan, we have Fan Your Flames. Fan Your Flames. Beautiful bottle, beautiful presentation, fantastic. Up next, man, this is probably my favorite rose fragrance right now. And the note of rose can be, it can be up for conversation a lot, especially when you're talking with the fellas, all right? But me, I'm good. I love the note of rose. It can be done in a lot of different ways, but with this one in particular, I've never experienced it like this before, and this stuff is awesome. From the house of Mind Games, we have Sans Voir. Sans Voir. All right, so it's a fresh, semi-spicy, semi-powdery rose. It's like they take 3 roses and put them in here. But the catch is this tarty grapefruit with this salt. So take a rose, drench it with that tarty, fresh, semi-sweet grapefruit, and then sprinkle some salt on it. That's where we are. And then it changes in the dry down when we get a Palo Santo presence. And I'm a huge fan of Palo Santo. The aroma of this is great. Now, this is one that I have put into the diffuser. Put into the diffuser about a week ago when I first got it. And it just traveled through the house. My mom had came over. She walked in. She was like, oh, it smells really nice in here. What are you wearing? I'm like, well, I'm not wearing it, but this is what it is. So it's just one of those scents, man. It's very attractive. You can wear this whenever. Or if you just want to go into your collection and pull the top and smell it, it works. So get your nose on this. Mind Games is very expensive. If you want to skip all that, go into the store and get a sample, go to mindgames.com. Use Dedrick10, get you 10% off anything on Mind Games, including an example of Sans Voir. Sans Voir, rose lovers, I think you're going to like this. Going into the spring, into the summer, this is going to work, but a beautiful DNA that I really enjoy. And I just think everybody should get their nose on it. Just smell it and just see what you get from it. From the house of Mind Games, once again, we have Sans Voir. I was not expecting how this, I wasn't expecting what I got when I smelled this for sure. All right, up next, I go back and forth with, what is my favorite leather in my entire collection. And this is one of the ones that that are always up for debate. Number 1 or 1B, from the house of Tom Ford. All right, we have Ombre Leather. This is one for sure. If anybody asks me about a leather fragrance, this is the one I will recommend first. But it's something about this fragrance. You get that leather, soft leather. There's a touch of white florals in this. It's like a sweet leather. It's so smooth, so sophisticated, just works. And it has this aromatherapy, like control over me when I smell it. This is something I believe that could be worn year round. I wouldn't wear it in the highest of heat, but summer morning, summer evening, summer night, yeah. Spring, fall, winter, yeah. It's so nice so pleasant to the nose, and I always get a really good experience. And the leather in here is just really good quality. So has a masculine touch with a modern day feel. And again, this just might not be for people out there who would think, okay, I want to wear this every day. You might just want the smell of it. You might just want this in a candle form. You might want this in a diffuser form. You might want this in some type of way because you just enjoy the aroma, not necessarily wearing it. Hopefully that's, I'm not stretching it out there, but it's true because I go through it. So I know some of you watching go through it as well. But this is a pleasant fragrance. Great to wear, but also just great to smell. From the house of Tom Ford, we have Ombre Leather, the EDP, which is my favorite of the two. The Parfum is really good, but I love the EDP. All right, up next, the greatest fragrance in my collection, my number 1 pound for pound. Not going to spend too much time. Obviously, I love the way this smells. I smell this about probably every day. Every day I probably smell it. Pull the cap off, smell it, spray it in the air. From the house of Chanel, we have Bleu de Chanel, the Parfum. This is the luxurious take on the DNA. It is special. Oh, it is special. Citrus woods. Like a sandalwood creaminess to the citrus and everything going on. It's just stellar. Everyday versatile, no matter what you got going on, no matter the season, no matter what, you can wear this fragrance. The ultra versatile fragrance. But the DNA, the scent itself just uplifts a room, puts a light in the room if the room is dark. No, I'm getting a little deep, but I'm being real. Like, I just enjoy this fragrance for sure. Every time I wear it, it's just a great experience. I constantly get asked about it, conversations about it, and it's just the best of the line, hands down, even though the EDT and the EDP are really, really good. But this is just far superior. The greatest blue fragrance of all time, and my personal favorite of all time. I just really enjoy how this stuff smells. From the house of Chanel, masterpiece in my opinion. We have Bleu de Chanel, the Parfum. Bleu de Chanel, the Parfum. All right, up next, let's switch up the pace just a bit. We're gonna get dark and probably a little scary. From the house of Amouage, we have Interlude Black Iris, AKA the Blue Beast. Spices, leather, oud, vanilla, florals. This is so great, y'all. I personally, in the climate that I live in here in Florida, Jacksonville specifically, I only can wear this 2 or 3 times a year. And that's during the winter. We're talking late December, probably through halfway through February is my window to wear this. And I take advantage of that. But this is a beautiful fragrance DNA experience. Everything about this is just really good. Everything about this is just ultra unique. It's a very special DNA. It's not going to be for everybody at all. Again, you might smell it to say, wow, okay, that's very interesting, but you just might not want to wear it. For me, obviously, that's not the case. I have it. I feel that way about the DNA, but I also enjoy wearing it a lot. This is great. It has a little bit of everything. That oriental spice is just of high quality. It's great stuff. From the house of Amouage, a beautiful DNA, just great to smell, get my nose on, just experience the work, the art. Great stuff. From the house of Amouage, once again, we have Interlude Black Iris. The Blue Beast, for sure. Next up, another polarizing fragrance that is definitely not for everybody. It is a gentleman's masterpiece, a masculine masterpiece from the house of Zaharoff. We have Signature Leather Tobacco. My goodness. Tobacco and leather are the dominant forces. This stuff is strong. It is in your face and it is unapologetic. But the beauty comes when this starts to really dry down, when we get to the mid and when we get to the base of this fragrance. There's notes here to help balance this out, like plum and honey, and different softer notes that kind of blend in that edgy leather, that edgy tobacco type of feel that's in here. It's really good. Another one that I only can wear a couple of times out the year. If you're going to a cigar lounge or something like that, this will be absolutely perfect. This is a stunning scent. Claudia and George Zaharoff collaborated with something very magical on the masculine side of things, and it's just ultra good. I was just so surprised. My sister was in town a few months ago and she smelled it. She said, oh yeah, that smells masculine. She was enjoying the scent. She was like, it's too much for me, obviously, but she enjoyed the scent. She said she would enjoy smelling this off her significant other. So that's what I'm talking about. She enjoyed the scent. She wouldn't want to wear it for herself, but the scent DNA was just captivating to her, and it is to me. From the house of Zaharoff, we have Signature Leather Tobacco. Signature Leather Tobacco. Really good stuff for sure. All right, up next, probably one of the most talked about fragrances in all the frag com, and rightfully so. And if you love vanilla, you're gonna love this. From the house of Yves Saint Laurent, we have Baby Cat. Baby Cat. Although rumored to be discontinued, which is crazy. I know it had, I don't know if it officially ever got in America or not. I'm not really sure, but I gotta thank the Bishop Jared Miller for sending this my way. An incredible amount of love that was shown to me. But this, number one, for those who are gonna ask, yes, it's superior to Rafficat from Paris Corner. Rafficat is good. It stands on its own. It's gonna be very solid, and it's a great buy. But I always say, if you can get your nose on the original to get your comparison of appreciating the original DNA, which this is, then this is a no-brainer. This is so relaxing and smooth. It's a mood changer, mood lifter. It's just so many great qualities about this Now, I admit, the first time I smelled it, I was just kind of like, oh, okay, it's cool. Like, it's cool. But when I gave this a full wearing for like a couple of times, my thought process changed. And not saying that I didn't like it, because I did, but it's more than like now. So I'm going to savor this bottle for what's left in it for sure. But this stuff is fantastic. Great fragrance DNA. YSL really nailed it. This is a shame that they discontinuing it if it's not already. From the House of Eve, Saint Laurent, we got YSL's Baby Cat. Great stuff. Very popular fragrance in the community. One of the most talked about fragrance in the community right now. And last but not least, I don't throw the word masterpiece around loosely, even though there's quite a few in this video. But this is probably the first or second time I use the word masterpiece in all of my collection. From the House of Dior, we have Dior Homme de Parfum. Dior Homme de Parfum, man. This is stellar. Leather, iris. Oh my God, it's so good. That thick makeup baggy iris, that nice soft touch of leather that you get in here. It's very a modern day classic for a man. Can women wear this? Sure. But for me, I just think a lot of thought was went into this specific flanker from Dior with a lot of intent on the male audience, where you can step out dressed head to toe impeccably. Hey, I don't know, we might have been close. Shoes, grooming, shirt, pants, tie, suit, whatever you got going on. Spraying a couple sprays on this is going to make you undeniable, going to make you undefeated. This is a beautiful DNA that I just enjoy the aroma and the smell of, no doubt. But listen to me, this is a masterpiece. It might not be for you due to what the iris does in here, but pleasant on the nose, I think so. Masterpiece in my mind, yes sir. That's what we got going on. Stellar fragrance from the House of Dior. Love smelling this probably almost every single day. Pulling the cap and getting into that one good nostril. From the House of Dior, we have Dior Homme de Parfum. Dior Homme Parfum. Great stuff, classic stuff. Love this stuff for sure. All right, Smell Good family. So there you have. Those are my 8 fragrances that I just enjoy the DNA. I just enjoy going to my fragrance cabinet, my collection, popping the top and smelling it, and we'll get to wearing it. And we've talked about it we talked about most of these fragrances in several videos. So most of y'all who've been rocking with me for some time know my thoughts. If you have not, I have the content out there. But the aroma of these fragrances are just really stellar. Kind of lock you in mentally to want to get to know more about the scent, wear the scent, research the scent, get your, kind of get your Steve Urkel on, so to speak. We're trying to really discover all of the beautiful prep and mind work and physical work and the oils that went into creating these DNAs. And that's why they're so great. So everybody's not aromatherapy lovers. I have candles in my office. I have incense sticks in my office, and I obviously have my fragrances. So I just enjoy smells. I just enjoy smells, especially the ones that smell really, really good. So let me know down below in the comments, what are some of your favorite DNAs that you just enjoy? Not saying the ones that you want to wear. Not saying the ones that you just, I'm wearing this every single day. I'm talking about pulling the top, smelling the DNA, and just going on about your business, and then coming right back to smell it again. Let me know down below in the comments, all right? So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me, rocking with me with this whole sinus thing I've been dealing with for the last couple of days. But I think we're getting on the other side, but the show must go on. So I appreciate y'all. Stay focused, man. Stay positive. Keep that energy going. And as always, splack it up, splack it down, splack that thing all around. And remember, what you put out into this world is exactly what you are going to get back. That's fact. That's really fact. We got the documents, the breaking news, the documentaries on the way. It's not, but it's on the way. Splack.